A resident doctor was walking beside a building late at night when a motorcycle suddenly stopped behind him. Before he could understand what was happening, two men rushed toward him. One suspect grabbed the doctor while the other blocked his escape. The victim tried to resist, but the attackers violently pulled him down and searched through his belongings. For several terrifying seconds, he was completely outnumbered and trapped against the wall. After taking his valuables, the suspects quickly returned to their motorcycle and disappeared into the darkness. The entire robbery happened in less than half a minute. One moment, the street appeared quiet. The next, the doctor was fighting to protect himself from two strangers who had seemingly chosen him at random. A man is standing beside a large outdoor grill when something suddenly goes terribly wrong. Without warning, the grill violently bursts apart and flips toward him. The force throws the man backward onto the grass as metal pieces and nearby objects scatter across the yard. A heavy chair then crashes down beside him, leaving him trapped on the ground for several terrifying seconds.
Oh, damn it! Why don't you just make me go faster even yet? What are you doing? Trying to get out the door with you yelling at me. Yeah, somebody else is at home.
A woman quickly runs outside to check on him, while the man remains motionless beneath the overturned furniture. What looked like an ordinary moment in the backyard turned into a disturbing accident almost instantly. The explosion happened so fast that he had no chance to move away, proving how dangerous a damaged or unstable grill can become. A man was standing beside his pickup truck when a stranger suddenly approached and tried to take control of the vehicle. Within seconds, the situation turned violent. The suspect grabbed the owner and attempted to force him away from the truck, but the victim refused to surrender.
And I had a gut feeling when they started putting their hoods on and stuff. I called my brother, told him like, come outside. And one of the guys just pulled the gun, put it on my head, told me to give him the keys. And I just raised my hand up and told him, the car is on, the keys are on.
He fought back, pushing and striking the attacker as several people watched from only a few feet away. The struggle continued beside the open driver's door, where one wrong move could have ended very differently.
The car is on, the keys are on, take whatever you need. Then he saw the phone, he was like, give me your phone too. That's when I took control of the gun and just pulled it towards me. As soon as I heard the gun go off, I thought it hit me. I got a few seconds. I need to disarm him. At the moment, I was fearful for my life. The next thought that I had was, if they take the truck, how am I gonna go to work? Pulled the little skin off. They knew what they were doing, so they had to pay for the consequences. And afterwards, I know life is tough. It's gonna get tougher for them just because of that incident, but they can push through. I really hope the best for them.
Eventually, the would-be carjacker backed away and fled, leaving the shaken owner beside his damaged vehicle. What began as an ordinary moment outside his home became a disturbing fight for his property and possibly his life. A grocery delivery begins like an ordinary moment outside an apartment, but the doorbell camera soon captures something deeply disturbing. A woman orders a small child to lift and carry heavy items up the stairs. When the child says they cannot hold them, the woman continues shouting and forcing them to try again.
Pick it up.
Then you carry the flowers. I'll carry the basket. You carry the You can't hold it by the plastic and punch the tree. You have to hold it. Put your hand down. You're the worst. How dare you? You want to fuck a piece of shit. Take this off. You're going to carry.
The child struggles under the weight while the woman follows closely behind, showing little concern for their safety. For several tense moments, the hallway is filled with fear, pressure, and the sound of the child protesting. The footage was later reviewed by authorities, and the woman was arrested on a child abuse charge. What looked like a simple delivery became evidence of a terrifying situation happening behind closed doors. A man is grilling food while talking on his phone when the device suddenly slips from his hand and falls directly onto the burning grill. He tries to recover it using cooking tools, but within seconds, the phone begins overheating dangerously. Instead of turning off the grill, he lifts the smoking device and throws it onto a nearby outdoor sofa. That decision makes everything worse. The moment the phone lands, a massive burst of flames erupts across the cushions. The man immediately jumps back as the fire spreads in front of him. What began as a small accident nearly turned into a serious backyard fire. One dropped phone, one panicked decision, and within seconds, the entire seating area was in flames. A child was crossing a quiet residential street when a white vehicle suddenly came speeding toward the intersection. There was almost no time to react. The vehicle struck the child and continued moving, leaving the injured victim behind on the road. Instead of stopping to help, the driver disappeared from the scene as nearby residents rushed outside. What makes the footage so disturbing is how ordinary everything looked just seconds earlier. A peaceful neighborhood became the scene of a horrifying hit-and-run in an instant. The child suffered serious injuries while police later located and arrested the suspected driver. One careless moment changed a family's life, but the person behind the wheel simply kept driving. A mother and her young daughter were standing outside their home when two dogs suddenly charged toward them. Within seconds, the animals surrounded the child and knocked her to the ground. Her mother desperately tried to pull the dogs away, but they continued lunging and attacking. A nearby man rushed into the yard and began fighting them off with his bare hands. Even after the girl was moved away, one dog kept circling back, refusing to stop. What began as a completely normal moment outside the house turned into nearly a full minute of panic. The most disturbing part is how quickly it happened. There was no warning and almost no time to escape before the dogs were already on top of them. A man steps outside and begins pushing his car down the driveway, apparently attempting a viral social media stunt. At first, everything seems controlled, but within seconds, the vehicle gains momentum and starts rolling toward the street without anyone behind the wheel. The man immediately realizes something is wrong and runs alongside it, desperately trying to grab the door and stop the car.
Because my car is my kid.
But the vehicle continues moving into the road, where another car could have appeared at any moment. After a tense struggle, he finally manages to regain control and bring it back toward the driveway. What was meant to be a harmless online trend nearly turned into a serious accident, all because the car was left moving on its own. A young child is sitting quietly on the sofa when the entire house suddenly begins to shake. Within seconds, the furniture starts moving and objects fall across the room. Realizing the child is in danger, the grandmother immediately runs toward her, lifts her from the sofa, and carries her to the side of the room. As the powerful earthquake continues, she crouches over the child and uses her own body as a shield. For more than a minute, the room keeps shaking around them, but the grandmother refuses to move away. In that terrifying moment, her only instinct was to protect her grandchild, even if it meant putting herself directly in danger. Late at night, a woman slowly approaches the front door, already struggling to keep her balance. As she reaches the porch, her legs suddenly give way. She falls forward and crashes hard into the doorway, disappearing below the camera.
Oh my God.
Hey.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
For several tense seconds, the entrance becomes completely still, making it unclear whether she is conscious or seriously injured. A moment later, another woman rushes back and tries to help her stand, but the fallen woman can barely control her body and continues stumbling near the door. What should have been a simple walk inside turned into a frightening moment caught on camera. One sudden fall was enough to turn an ordinary night into something that could have ended in tragedy. An older woman approaches a front door while already speaking with emergency dispatch on her phone. Instead of keeping her distance, she begins arguing with the resident and refuses to leave the porch. The confrontation quickly becomes more aggressive as both women move closer to each other. Within seconds, the argument turns physical. The older woman lunges forward, and a struggle breaks out directly in front of the security camera.
It's apartment B.
That B is a boy?
Yeah. I'm coming about my dog. Yeah. Over in here. The dogs are got to go. They attack my dogs, they got to go. I have insurance on my dogs. I don't know if you do, but the dog's going to have to go today. If not, I will do something to him. That dog shouldn't have been loose. That's probably the lease violation. It has to be on a lease.
Miss Miriam, I need you to separate yourself from her.
I'm going to hurt this because this is not the first run-in I had with her.
This is her.
Oh, no, when you had the boy put out with the dog because you was messing with him. That's why he had to leave. Oh, shut up. I'm talking about my dog.
I don't know that man.
I got $1,200 dogs. My dog cost $1,200 a piece. You got some other bullshit.
But your
If you cared anything about you got that dog, he would have been on the leash. He would have been on the leash.
Yourself from her, okay?
What?
Literally,
Oh, you damn right. I'm in your face, bitch.
No, no. Hey, don't you hit me.
Do it. What you hit me for?
Miss Miriam.
Get my phone, baby. I can't move. I need an ambulance.
Why the you hit me?
I need an ambulance. I need an ambulance. Now.
What you hit me for? Your dog bit my dogs.
I need an ambulance.
You see that shit? Okay, Miss Miriam, stay on the line with me. I'm getting some help.
My head is something wrong with my head. It must be bleeding.
Why the you came?
Another person nearby tries to intervene as the shouting and pushing continue. What makes the footage so disturbing is that the woman appears to be requesting help while actively escalating the situation herself. A simple dispute at the doorway suddenly becomes a chaotic fight, all while emergency services remain connected on the phone. The officer then grabs a fire extinguisher and continues fighting the blaze. What could have become an unimaginable family tragedy ended with everyone surviving and no injuries being reported.